Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at the early access Chernobylite, a game that I am interested in checking out, but was not as interested when I first saw it because I had initially assumed that this was a Layers of Fear kind of spooky walking simulator, but in Chernobyl. Instead, what we've got is something that started to look a bit more like Stalker, with other stalkers in the Chernobyl zone and supernatural entities that you can actually shoot. But then I've heard some things about it more recently, some other people's impressions that have made it sound like it's maybe not quite what I hope for as a Stalker-like. Which, you know, that can pretty much be said of every game that is claimed to be like Stalker. None of them have even come close. But let's give it a go. Now, is this from the perspective of a child wearing a gas mask? Because otherwise the camera is real low. Also, I think this was just one of the trailers for the game.
Igor, come find me. I'm waiting for you. How long? Don't go in there. Come back.
So I guess this game does have a bit of a Silent Hill 2 thing going on, where our protagonist gets a message from his believed-to-be-dead wife from years ago telling him to meet her in that special place. In this case, the special place is Chernobyl, where, if I remember correctly, she was a scientist.
I'm Tatiana Amelieva. Take you, Igor Kiminuk, as my wedded husband, and I promise you love, honor, and respect.
Did she always wear those radioactive green contacts?
Until death do us part.
So one of the big kind of talking points that they've had about this game is that the whole thing is using a 3D scanned mapping of Chernobyl. So, you know, all the actual landmarks are there, all the buildings, etc. But how much that comes into play, I'm not sure, because unlike my initial assumption about this being Stalker-like, there is not actually an open world here. It's actually a series of mission areas. Hey Stalkers, after our first trip to Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, for a few years we've been dreaming about taking you on a virtual tour there with us. Since the beginning of development, we always wanted to deliver a part of the experience to players as soon as possible, gather the feedback, and let us finalize the project together. Thanks to our amazing Kickstarter backers, it was already done in a smaller scale. Now it's time to go even bigger. Before our work is finished, we already want to let you explore a big part of the zone with this early access version of Chernobylite, and to tell us how you feel about it. We know that this tour may be a bit rough on the edges considering our game is still not finally designed and polished. That's why we encourage you to report any opinions. Hey, it's an early access game, so give us feedback, is the crux of this message.
Конечная, парни. Дальше пешком.
No, this is Chernobylite, not Days Gone By.
Сомневаешься, Игорь? Не волнуйся, скоро будем дома.
Alright, so I guess these are our fellow stalkers for the moment. Definitely got to turn down the sensitivity. Put that at like 65, maybe? That's a little better. I can do some cinematic camera.
Какой план, Игорь?
Пробраться на атомную станцию.
I didn't actually think that Chernobylite would play an important role in this game. So Chernobylite, you know, the name of this game is coming directly from the previously unknown compound that was discovered underneath the Chernobyl Nuclear Reactor number 2 after its meltdown in the kind of structure known as the Elephant's Foot, which is a super radioactive melted blob of corium.
Огонь, огонь, отрезай.
Эй, Игорь! Эй, Игорь! Возьми себя в руки. Сосредоточься.
It's nice that they've got like the sarcophagus here.
Верно?
Настоящая спецоперация. Что может пойти не так, а?
So I like the look of this already.
Не так, Антон. Игорь, если все полетит к чертям...
I can stay real low. I'm like crawling at this height.
Давай без геройства на этот раз.
Хорошо, хорошо, я же не солдат.
So the other thing is, I think this game is fairly stealth-based, even though we do get, you know, guns. As he says, he's not a soldier. Well, someone's eager to get in there. I think I'm pretty unarmed at the moment.
Я здесь. Ладно, Игорь. Дама вперед.
Be polite or yell at him.
Ага. Давай,
A
вперед.
good stalker always has a sense of humor. Don't let the zone take that from you.
Игорь, прячься. Черт. Найди вход в канализацию.
There is no way those men did not see us 5 feet in front of them.
Проклятие. Нет здесь никого, я же говорил.
Грузовик, который мы обнаружили. Лучше проверяй, куда прицепить. Так, вы двое. Хорош болтать. Будьте начеку. Этот грузовик сам по себе не приедет. Кто-то был явно тут.
Оставайся в тени.
Yes, listen to the ghost wife. She will give us tutorial advice. Okay. Apparently this is just a tiny dark cube of a room. I mean, there's not really a lot of shadows here. They've got this place pretty well lit. Also, there's nobody around at the moment, so it can be a little cheeky-breaky. We got 100 meters to go. We got some guards up ahead. Can I just kind of
Дай себя увидеть.
slip around the side here?
Я же говорил.
Да уж, легкая работа. Сторожить хрен знает что у черта на рогах.
Никто не выкупит, что мы напились. То, что надо.
И не говори.
How radioactive do you think it would be around this exploded reactor? Like a 3.6, you know, not great, not terrible. Alright, I think it wants me to jump over this? No? I think I need to sneak past these guys very close to where they are, because there doesn't seem to be a smarter route. Oh. That's a weird stealth interface. I was getting like 3 different people's perception meters there, stacked over each other. So there's like a bar, but there's also like a segmented section. I don't know if the segmented section is just like how visible you are. I should be able to break line of sight using this UAZ. Nothing to see here, comrade. stick into the shadows, but I'm still visible.
Стоять! Все здесь.
Really? That's the guy that saw me? Let's try our luck.
Я электрик. Ищу тут электрощит 32А. Ну, знаете такой? У нас там электричество вырубило.
Электрик, говоришь? А ну, пропуск покажи.
Он тебе не верит.
Полковник меня лично отправил. Злой как черт. Представляешь, вырубил электричество в такой момент. Ха.
Okay, apparently that one doesn't have a line.
Он тебя подозревает.
О, серьезно? Сам полковник?
I like that we're having this conversation at like 30 feet.
Чернобыль.
Я думал, что подмога тебе не повредит.
I wonder if there wasn't a way to get past that without being seen. Well, thanks, Olivier. N.A.R. weapons can't be picked out without a bio-lock disabler. Guns of the Patriots here. Well, let's take his rations. Alright.
Эй, Игорь, я здесь. Скорей сюда.
I mean, I guess it's not a big deal who killed those guys. Stalkers don't like military, after all.
Так это здесь.
Да, спускаемся, а оттуда прямиком на станцию.
But yeah, it sounds like Igor here has some familiarity with the plant itself.
Игорь, возьми счетчик Гейгера и следи за уровнем радиации, хорошо?
Environment Analyzer. Quick menu 1.
3, 6...
Oh, come on. I already made that joke. You can't make that reference now.
Катастрофа. Мы в безопасности.
Больше нигде не безопасно.
Also, this looks a lot like the... I think it was the Svarog detector in Stalker. Okay, so it's about 2 or 3 millisieverts. Is it millisieverts or microsieverts? Alright, open her up, boys.
Хорошо, я иду первым. Антон, прикрой меня.
Так точно, сэр. Оливер, сэр.
I don't suppose we also brought a flashlight? Oh, okay, I think that green cube thing was just the autosave indicator. I will say, this is running pretty smoothly for this particular type of early access game. You know, usually these games always run like shit in their early access release. I don't think there's been a patch yet. Alright, I right-clicked and it set out like a pulse ping. Well, it's a lot more radioactive over here. 20 microsieverts. Yeah, I wonder if that marks things I can pick up.
Игорь, ты уверен, что эта штука работает?
Да. Нужно только немного чернобылита.
Минерал, который хранится в адски радиоактивном помещении реактора. А еще полинарный норм. Конечно, нет проблем, Игорь. Может, прибавку сделаешь, а?
So yeah, I guess in this
От злочастного 4-го реактора.
Reactor 4, it's Reactor 2, isn't it?
Радиация слишком большая, бросайте его, спасайте сами.
Здесь. Прямо тут. Не двигается. О боже! О боже!
I think that ping actually lets us search for a specific material, and that's why, you know, it's got that navigate to thing at the bottom.
Есть.
That would tell us if a specific material is around.
Ненавижите спецоперации. Ну хорошо. Начинаем в стиле спецназа, да? Антон, бери левого. А я позабочусь о втором.
Оливер, да я это сделаю.
Oh good, I can punch out a Russian.
Да я справлюсь.
Ладно, дело твое. Я тебя прикрою.
Слезы под дождем.
Is that a Blade Runner reference? Okay. I hope he doesn't hear the beeping of my Geiger counter.
Бар. И растет. Ты уверен, что не рванет? Да откуда мне знать? Я солдат.
Melee unaware enemy for stealth takedown.
Здесь все еще 5 бар.
Это же хорошо так. И утечки нет. Давай доложим сержанту, что тут все чисто.
Рано еще. У нас четкий приказ.
Man, their necks make a really weird sound when they snap. 15 XP, incapacitated guard.
Пелуха, конечно.
Пункт управления реактором. Давно не виделись. Последний раз я тут был, когда плавился реактор 4-го блока. И...
Эй, в этот раз давай без ядерной катастрофы, хорошо? Хорошо, Игорь. Какой у нас план?
выломать терминал и проверить, работает ли кнопка АЗ-5.
I do like how intimidatingly accurate this control panel is. Like, this is just a fucking jumble to me. But Igor knows what he's doing.
Игорь, не надо.
Что? Почему, Татьяна?
Что-то не так. Ты с кем разговариваешь?
I cannot press the button. Must be a hallucination.
Да так, ничего. Болезненные воспоминания.
Ты в порядке?
Да-да, я просто сейчас все сделаю.
Хорошо, поторопись. Вперед, в помещение реактора.
That doesn't sound good. But I guess we're like opening the reactor so we can go under it?
Товарищи, без паники. Это незначительная утечка. Все под контролем. РБМК реакторы не взрываются. Пожалуйста, оставайтесь на своих местах.
Remember, it's impossible for an RBMK reactor to explode.
Накроет пол Европы.
Боже! Учинишь, сущего в небесах, не светится. Да придет царство твое, да будет воля твоя, на земле над нами.
Я сейчас вырву. Мои руки. Смотрите. Смотрите, что вы сейчас со мной сделали!
А что с радиацией?
Нам бы лучше поторопиться.
That doesn't look normal.
Точно. Еще 5 минут, и я засияю.
But I guess in this world, Chernobylite is some kind of mystical material. Some version of unobtainium.
Доведите меня, если начнет светиться, или...
Look at all these control rods.
Останусь-ка я здесь. Один в темноте, в безопасности. Лучше поберечься, чем поберечься.
Quickly, grab a hunk of Chernobylite.
Такой холодный.
Ты уверен, что радиация низкая?
Боишься, что хвостиком вырастет? Да нет, все нормально.
Так как оно работает? Это твое устройство.
Это устройство создает трансцендентальное отображение пространственно-временного континуума.
Transcendental bijection.
Колобеяло модифицируется в антидеоситеровом пространстве. Короче говоря, порождает мост Хокинга.
Что?
Искривляет пространство и время. И требует невероятного количества энергии. А Чернобыль — ее бесконечный источник.
Говоришь, как суперзлодей из первого фильма.
Мою невесту, она пропала здесь, в Чернобыле, 30 лет назад.
У нас совсем нет времени. О боже! Оливер!
Gotta watch out for those transcendental superhumans. Maybe it's me from the future past. That seems very possible now that we're getting into... Alright. Welcome to the maze. The Chernobylite maze. Alright, well, let's just
Дерьмо.
follow this pathway.
Оливер, черт, где ты?
This is like the fast travel room from Darksiders.
Мурманск. Я ненавидела этот город. Мне было там так одиноко. Эти долгие-долгие часы и дни разлуки. Так далеко от тебя. Сейчас ли...
Was this an expected result of the device? Also, where did the other guy go that we pushed into here? Is that you?
Черт побери, Игорь. Я думал, этот ублюдок схватил тебя. Он Антона убил, слышишь?
Боже мой. Мне так жаль, Оливер. Антон был хорошим парнем и хорошим бойцом. Он погиб ужасной смертью.
It wasn't that horrible. He just got shot twice.
Возьми было. Кто этот ублюдок?
Я не знаю, но он умеет телепортироваться. Должно быть, это трансцендент биакционный...
Please stop saying bijection.
Континуума.
Вот дерьмо, только не начинай опять. Нет, никакой научной лабуды. Прекрати, а то у меня голова взорвется. Где мы, черт побери?
Внутри.
Внутри чего?
Ничего, дело не где или когда, мы внутри точки сингулярности. Везде и нигде одновременно.
Ага, конечно. Бред собачий. Нам надо убираться отсюда. Уверен, тот парень идет по следу. А у меня ни малейшего
There is no
желания
exit.
еще раз с ним
We're trapped in here forever.
Так что, куда нам? Где выход?
Да, ты прав. Конечно, чудеса могут и подождать. Смотри, вон там. Вон выход, видишь?
Вижу. Тогда давай встретимся у Михаила. Ай, черт. Моя рука так болит. Сломана. Я убью тебя, ты, ублюдок в черной маске. За Антона.
Those rubber suckers. I mean, I was going to say something about him having a broken arm from being shot, but, you know, that is a possibility if you get shot in the bone. Alright, let's just walk out here and hope we come out in the same reality we entered from. Day 1, Chernobyl, morning. So yeah, I'm not sure how much, like, open exploration there is, because I know there's something about having, like, a hub base, and you kind of go out from there to do missions.
Что это? Шторм? Все рушится. Это конец света, это все моя ошибка.
Основа наша.
Did we release the supernatural into the world? Have we opened a hole in the noosphere?
Сделал все это!
Голоса в твоей голове. Забытые воспоминания. Потерянные мгновения. Времена смешиваются. Мир кровоточит.
I mean, there's a man shape over there, but I don't think I want to get close to it. Is this our safety bunker that we're living in? Well, there's the gas mask spook. I remember that from the trailer. Not to mention the intro video at the start of this video. Alright, so now we get a tutorial on the controls. It seems weird that, like, a lot of the times the only real commonality between video game tutorials for, like, first person is they tell you how to jump and they tell you how to crouch. And that's it. What is this thing? Is that a metal detector?
Ты что, не боишься радиации, дорогой? Я знаю, что ты в защитном костюме, но всякое случается, верно?
You have spent too much time in contaminated areas. Use an anti-rad from your inventory to decrease your radiation levels. So is that my radiation at the top left? Not my health? Potassium solution that, if ingested, aids the body in expulsion of radioactive particles. I mean, I suppose it's probably potassium iodine, right? How do I... Oh, okay. So is this the thing that just doesn't let you pass through unless you're not irradiated? If so, I've never seen something like that. But then I've never been to Chernobyl, so... that's still a someday goal. Alright. Got 0.5 herbs. So I guess we're a little bit in the open now. At least we can pick up medicine and stuff. And the storm stopped, so that's good.
Не смотри на огонь, Игорь. Хватит смотреть. Нам нужно приготовить ужин.
Alright, we can use the fireplace to craft some medicaments. Let's see. Healing salve. Sanitizing rinse. Or calming salts. So we have a psych meter to worry about. I mean, we did have, like, brain health, I guess, so that's probably what that was. Oh, look, it even generates the can itself. Alright. So I guess we can craft medicine at any stove we find. Okay, we do have a map. Don't know where the hell we are, though. It's just this random section in the woods somewhere. We also have a journal. Available missions. Clean the hideout. Hack s.t.a.l.k.e.r servers. Supply drop on capacity. Case with goods dropped on Pripyat. We have skills. We have former engineer. And Siberian ex-con. I wonder if these are things we can pick at some point in this game's development. Companions. Canadian ex-military. He speaks pretty good Russian. A veteran from Iraq and Afghanistan, dishonorably discharged, who decided to work as a mercenary for the Black Mountain. Deep in his heart, he feels he was treated unfairly. That makes him dreary. Toys which will kill people. Empty gun is useless. Useful stuff. Quality tools. Everything you need for making things. So I think these are things we can put in our base once we get back there. So I mean, it does seem like there's a decent amount of potential for, you know, some complexity here. It's just not... It's not the open world Chernobyl zone that I was hoping for. Because, you know, it would be nice to someday hope for a stalker game or stalker-like game that gives you the whole zone and not just a section of it. But, of course, that Stalker 2 that the lingering ghost of GSC Game World is apparently still working on is probably not going to be anything good. Since it's probably just composed of a team of people that Grigorovich could scrape up for the minimum amount of cost.
Руки вверх. Пароль. Живо.
Пароль...
Черт, Игорь. Запомните одно слово. Это слишком для тебя? Ностальгия. Пароль ностальгия. Ты же сам его выбрал, черт тебя дери. Давай, заходи. Слушай, Игорь, ты же у нас мастер на все руки. Осмотрись тут. Может, весь этот хлам на что-то сгодится? Давай, чувствуй себя как дома.
I mean, I like the idea of us having, like, this, you know, shitty, fallen apart bunker for us and our stalker buddies to live in and fixing it up. Start rebuilding your base. B, in places where you can build. Okay, so this is bringing back some real flashbacks of Fallout 4's crafting mode. Especially being able to scrap stuff like this. Clean up all that shit. So I guess this floor right here is our build area. So we'll build a workshop. Oops. I didn't actually mean to place that right away, but I hit F at the same time as D. Alright. Wait, what? I can build another workshop from my workshop. Okay. Crafting tables. So we got a hydraulic press, electrical lathe, and a laboratorium. Okay, so we can make our own bullets with a hydraulic press. Or we can build survival, vegetable garden. Decorations. Okay. We can build trash. Just a trash. We can build potted plants, so we can, you know, make this place into a little bit of a home. Separates boys from men. Weird that we can build a fence, but maybe that's something we'll be able to build elsewhere later. Yeah, so I feel like I should build this lathe, right? Or not lathe, the press. Okay. I guess we don't have enough power generation for this hydraulic press. Does that really... I guess it needs power. Alright. Guess I'll just scrap that until I can build a generator. Alright, Mikhail. Relax.
Слушаю, кто это?
Это я. И надо говорить прием, когда закончу говорить.
Михаил? Прием. Прием, не слышу. Михаил.
Черт побери. Не используй ноль по радиосвязи. Да. Агент 047 докладывает. Так. Ты выбрался живым из атомной станции. Прием?
Да, вроде того, прием.
No, I came out dead.
Слушай, у меня для тебя миссия.
заказ 077F. Очень важная миссия и рискованная. Нужно, чтобы ты приступал точно. Ой, в смысле срочно. Прием.
Разве нам не нужно затаиться на время? Прием.
He seems like he just really wants to be, like, important and sneaky, but doesn't really know much about it.
Ну это просто отличная возможность. Это же заказ на миссию 044 в конце концов. Штаб хочет, чтобы мы атаковали компьютерную систему НАР. Ты не волнуйся, я в таких штуках здорово шарю. Прием.
I'm the boss here.
Вот дерьмо. Джеймс хренов Бонд. Ладно, согласен. Может, найду там что-то. Что-то, что приведет меня к ней. Прием.
Агент 047, конец связи. Повторяю, конец связи.
Help Mikhail hack NAR servers. Well, that was one of the missions available in our available missions list. Sanitation issues that need to be resolved to avoid psych and health problems for the inhabitants. Okay, but like, how do I do that? I suppose there's probably somewhere I can choose missions? Oh, I guess I can scrap over here too. Do I need to scrap anything in here? It's kind of creepy that he just has this projecting on this, like, dark back corner. Like, I assume this is probably just because it's a flat wall in a dark room, but... it's a little weird. Alright, what else do I gotta clean in the hideout? Well, I mean, this area is underwater. That's probably not ideal. I feel like we probably want to do something about that.
Я тут случайно услышал твой разговор. Что собираешься делать?
Собираюсь взломать чертов сервер НАР, пожалуй.
Так ты ему доверяешь? По-моему, он чокнутый какой-то.
Да.
I do, even though I have no idea who he
А
is.
еще он реально чокнутый. И место ему в психушке.
Сможем сделать это в любой момент. С помощью манипулятора я смогу открыть портал, и мы выберемся. Но я не сделаю этого, пока не найду Татьяну.
Tatiana? Trust Mikhail? Or trust Olivier? Does that mean he's supposed to be French-Canadian? Olivier?
Ты прав. Надо бы проигнорировать его. Или, по крайней мере, быть очень, очень осторожным. Просто... ну что, если это мой единственный шанс найти Татьяну?
Раз уж тебе хочется вести себя как псих, будь хотя бы вооруженным психом. Вооружен, опасен и совсем без крыши. Что может пойти не так? Раз уж тебе хочется вести себя как псих, будь хотя бы вооруженным психом.
Alright, we got our Nagant.
Вооружен, опасен и совсем без крыши. Что может пойти не так?
Is it loaded? I think we have 10 shots. Plus, what? The chamber 6? That looks like 6. It might be 5.
Вот это вид.
Ну что ж,
Alright, so this is where we get our missions.
решай. Самому встретить судьбу или отправить других.
Понял. Здесь я могу выбрать план действий. Отправить Оливера или сделать все самому.
Ты вроде что-то строить собирался. Может, мастерскую?
We can set him to clean the hideout so he doesn't, you know, die. Okay, so I guess these are the success probability of he completing these missions, which apparently is 99% for these two. I mean, I kind of want to go to Pripyat myself. Just take a look around before we end this video.
Все готово. Отправляемся или как?
I didn't even assign the missions yet. Go on heist. I need a guy inside. Your final mission. Take your resources, equipment, and companions and try to get into power plant one more time. Not available in early access. Alright, so whatever we do, it culminates in breaking back into the power plant. Okay, so I didn't actually look here, but I can build... I could build a generator from here. Or it just wasn't in this tab before? So I could build a generator, which would reduce the comfort of life in base. Oh, we don't have any flammable, though. Need some gas or something. A light, which makes people more comfortable. Or we could have a black and white television, which will entertain our folks. Except, I guess we have no power right now, so anything beyond what we already have is not going to do well. I'm going to make more beds for people, so there's a little bit of a, you know, companion management here. Though I'm guessing it's probably not that important yet. Alright, well, let's head out on a mission and then kind of call it from there. Alright, so I guess we'll send Oliver to Kapachi. I like that he has a worse chance of cleaning the base than he does of getting a supply drop. He's not good at household chores. And we'll go to Pripyat. Alright, I guess we just use these tunnels willy-nilly to get to places. This is how we get to our mission. But yeah, so I don't think we can freely just, you know, leave the base. We have to do these sealed areas.
Сергей Петрович, слыхали? Они отложили испытание дуги.
Are we going to the Duga? Because that shouldn't be at a port, right? That should be out in the middle of the woods. That's one of the impressive landmarks of the exclusion zone that isn't just, you know, Pripyat itself. The clock is ticking. Soon your enemies will realize you're here. You can use the portal generator to escape to the refuge before it's too late. Okay. What is 3? Okay, this is our portal gun. A little bit Rick and Morty there. Some flammable. Okay, can't get over this very small log. Map not available. Great. So what were we supposed to do here? I forget what our actual objective is. I think we were just supposed to get to like a case, right? Okay, so we could just build a... I like that unfinished cube. We could build a medicinal crafting station if we need to. I wish I knew how to change what tab I'm using with this thing. Cycle... Oh, there we go. So I guess this just narrows it down. So that, like, this will only show... Ooh. I don't think those are electronic parts. I think those are mushrooms, my dude. This thing probably doesn't work all that specifically yet. Alright, well, our objective is this way, so I guess the rest of it is just, you know, pick up stuff if you want while you're here. Is that just floating in there? Yep, there's just supplies floating in here like we're playing fucking an early access survival game. A lot of shit out front. Mechanical parts, mechanical parts. Herbs. Oh. It's a little too heavily irradiated for us. That was actually building up on me. So yeah, I guess we just kind of run around in these maps instead of running around in a big, open, interconnected map. They're just sort of like instanced. Kind of hard to be stealthy in the middle of the day, though. There doesn't seem to be that many people around. Alright. Oh, there's the Ferris wheel. That's how you know we're in Pripyat. Statue of Lenin. And we got some men down there. I wish we had brought the binoculars with us. Seems like that would also be helpful. Kind of be able to see what's ahead. But yeah, so supposedly all this is 3D scanned from Pripyat, though I wonder, like, who actually did that 3D scanning? I assume that must be a project of some sort that has been done already. You know, by the scientists in the zone. Because, I mean, the zone is getting busier and busier over the years. It used to be that it was just people running the, you know, the nuclear power plant, which is still in operation, as well as the scientists studying the effects of the radiation and the stubborn remaining old people that live there. But it seems like it's kind of expanding out now as it becomes a little less dangerous. Because, I mean, they replaced the old rotting sarcophagus with a much better one. So there's less worry now of ongoing contamination spreading beyond what's already occurred. So basically, a lot of parts of the zone are still radioactive, but not really dangerously so. Which was kind of always the case for some parts of it in the, well, in recent years. Probably not in the first 20 years after the disaster. Ooh. I forgot that we can take these guys down. I was like, I gotta avoid everybody because I don't want to shoot them. But I forgot I can just walk up and pop. Oh, he had a bullet on him. Just one. I wonder if we need to craft a biolock disabler. And probably can't even do that yet until we have some kind of electronics forge. Is he going to detect me through the wall? Or, okay, it might be just going up because he sees the body. Let me guess. He saw the body and now everybody knows where I am. Such is life in the zone. Well, they definitely are popping shots at me. Time for us to go, comrades. Follow me into the city if you dare. I see their health bars, but like I don't see them. Ooh. I mean, if this turns into a protracted firefight where they, like, follow me into the buildings and stuff, I would dig that. Hi. Alright, shot to the face, did not kill him. But it might have got his attention. Just saying. Alright, they're a little too spongy. Oh, all my orange paint is coming out. What? I think that it was just showing me that I was dying. Oh, of course. Oh, very radioactive. All this metal is covered in radiation. It's really weird that you just, like, slow down when radiation happens. Time left till storm, 29 minutes. Well, that made an unpleasant sound. You've used a dose of adrenaline to escape death.
Сергей Петрович, слыхали? Они отложили испытание дуги.
It's weird that it seems like we're just getting an unrelated bit of dialogue there. So I failed the mission. Am I just gonna get dumped back to the headquarters?
Ты не играешь, солнышко. Здесь до минор, дорогая. И только так. Это же крейслер. Один из величайших композиторов всех времен. Ты правда этого хочешь, да? Поехать в Ленинград, изучать физику. Это все потому, что там живет твой парень?
Memories, but not our memories. Yeah, I get the feeling the Nagant is kind of shit as a pistol.
Голод грызет. Крутит живот и слабеет разум.
Таня.
Well, at least one of us succeeded.
Ты, пожалуйста, давай без загадок. О, я поделюсь едой со своими товарищами. Это хорошая мысль.
Okay, so I have to determine how much food both of us get. There we go. So all he brought back was 2 cans of food? That was his his sweet supply drop he looted? Alright, well that didn't go well. And I'm guessing that mission is just gone now? No, I can't actually do anything. During the evening, you can build new upgrades for your base and spend time with companions. Go to the bed in your room to begin a new day. I can't train him until I know better than him.
Слушай, Оливер, что-то я запутался.
Понимаю. Хотел бы я тебе помочь. Прости, если разочаровал.
He has no advice for me. Well, not really much for us to do in this base right now. The hell is this? What is this whole cube here? Sure. Dawn of the second day. So yeah, it's a very different game than either of my two expectations going in kind of informed me to expect.
Что случилось?
I mean, that does sound like things we need. Though I think I need guns more than I need bullets right now.
Еще бы. Похоже, мы тут надолго.
Gotta say, considering this thing looks like a bunker, we seem to be pretty high above the ground. Why is he so faint? He's right in front of me. Okay, so convoy I have 3 days on, so I don't need to do that right now. And it looks like I did. This mission is still here. There's an old fridge not far from the hideout. It could be scrapped if someone put in the effort to drag it inside. Status, unhealthy. Yeah, getting shot does that to you. Okay, he's not good at doing the convoy by himself, but could send him there. I think we can also assign them to the same mission, and then we, do it together. But let's go out on this mission. We won't actually finish it, I don't think, but we'll just take a look around, and I think that'll be a good place to call it for the current version of Chernobylite. There's definitely some loading going on in this area, because it really stutters for a couple seconds.
Я на суперсекретной миссии. Миссии особого назначения. Так что, парни, заплатите мне аванс за неделю, так? Просто чтобы использовать мою берлогу в качестве своей базы.
Да, авансом. Слушай, Михаил, насчет склада. Никто ни о чем не знает, так? И никто нас не прослушает?
Да, конечно. Я его использовал, когда с братвой Припяти работал. Там супер безопасно. Да там даже слив в туалете работает.
Is that how we know him? We're renting this from him?
Почему ты здесь? Кто тебя послал?
Пили. Боже. Они же просто обычные парни. Зона была их домом, наровская ты сволочь. Барахольщики. Собирали всякий хлам.
Still not really sure who the NAR actually are supposed to be. It seems to be some kind of non-specific country military that is active in the zone for whatever reason. Moscow I. Afternoon. Suppose I got any healing supplies. Heal serious wounds. Well, apparently our wounds are not that serious because we're only missing one section. So I think if I could avoid getting shot again, I could, scrap together some herbal medicine and patch that up. Is that a living person? Kind of looks like a spooky apparition. Oh, okay, it vanished. Seems like there are ghosts of the cleaners around here. And then I could also make... I guess all of these heal one section, it looks like. Alright, it's making the sound, but it's not actually letting me use it. Maybe it's because it's a serious injury? No. Alright. I guess, guess whatever it is, it's not that important. Got some question marks on our compass, which might be just points of interest. Oh. Alright, some of this water seems to have escaped its bounds. The zone is a strange place. Stalker being murdered over there. I wonder if it's ever possible to talk your way out of a confrontation. Or if that was only, you know, for the tutorial mission.
Да, видел. Жуткие. Парни говорят, что они иногда шевелятся. Шевелятся? Ты серьезно? Это то, что я слышал. Если отвернешься от них... Да брось! Ты просто пытаешься напугать меня. Ты должен быть напуган. Знаешь, кто это видел? Нет. Кто? Горан. И ты знаешь, что с ним случилось. Это так глупо. Генерал сказал, что это просто радиация. Радиация? Ты видел Горана? Его колено сгибается в другую сторону. Дерьмо. Вот теперь и я напуган. Давай поскорее найдем эту штуку и свалим.
So I think this is just like, you know, a place I can loot. That's why it's marked with a question mark. Or maybe there's something better in this building that's like an actual loot chest and not just crafting supplies. But I'm liking the level of detail in the environment as well. So I guess that 3D scanning was worth something. It's still marked as a question mark, so I assume we're not quite done with this area yet. Okay, so only one of these doors does anything. Oh, that looks like a shotgun. So I guess there is a reason to come up here. Oh, okay, I thought I had to find a way around for some reason. Yeah, got ourselves a shotgun. And apparently there was a decent amount of ammo in there. The building is still marked with a question mark, though. Huh. Well, that's a little weird. There's also very large dolls. Huh. Event complete. Okay. That was... No, there's still a question mark on my map. Yeah, it's just marked as question mark. Obstacle needed to traverse. NAR servers, question mark. Yeah, so it looks like you just get these kind of segmented off sections of the zone. Yeah, this thing only has a 4 shell capacity. But I'm liking this part, you know, just kind of looking around. The fact that you can actually go in these buildings all the way up and it's shot just like one floor. Oh, that was a tree. I thought there was spook arms coming through the wall. It's still here, but it's not showing up on my compass anymore. Clue. In relation to the budget concerning the new assets for the surveillance team, Comrade Major Stepanov, I gladly inform you that the budget for the Operation Vigilant Eye don't have to be increased. Most of the staff of Cafe Pripyat are already on our payroll. Some are doing it only for money, but some from pure patriotic reasons. Those real communists lower the overall expenditures. We don't have to pay them for any of the pieces of information they provide. However, Comrade Stepanov, I'm afraid we must increase the budget for stakeouts. We have a new target, possible threat level Yankee 01, so I decided to assign an additional asset to the surveillance team. You'll find the timetable on page 41 of my report, and the short dossier of the target on page 43. I also strongly advise capturing the target after tracking the target's handler or even target's case officer, and make it a part of our Duga 2. The safety of W.I. Lenin Power Plant is my primary concern. I wonder what the significance of that clue is. Man, I am not keen on the flashlight running out of batteries, though. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Any game that does, like, recharging flashlights. I guess if I had, like, a rifle, I could probably pick some guys off from up here. Now, the weird thing is it's showing a lot of stuff in this building on the floors I came from. But didn't really see any way to get to that stuff from the other floors. Though actually, this is... Yeah, this is a different building, right? Because we went through this little hallway. We need to find stairs going down if we want to get to that other stuff. Or an elevator shaft. So it seems like there's a lot of this, potentially. Just kind of slow-paced exploration, looting, occasionally running into supernatural phenomena or soldiers that want you dead. So in that way, that stuff is kind of on the Stalker vibe, even if the actual style is different. But yeah, I think this is a good look at Chernobylite. Now that you've seen a story mission, we've seen just kind of these generic missions. And I assume it'll be kind of a mix of the two. You know, you do a bunch of these missions to stock up supplies, and then you go on the more focused missions like the convoy one. Mumbling Madman. Did I find that corpse, the person they shot? Anyhow, I'll be curious to see how this develops along, and who knows, maybe someday when it's finished, or closer to finished, I'll do some kind of playthrough of it in full. But until then, I've been s.t.a.l.k.e.r. This is Chernobylite, and I hope you'll join me on future excursions into the zone, which may be sooner than you think. Take care, everyone.